earned her the Best Faculty Award twice and established the India's first legal history museum at GNLU. Dr. Sharma has extensive international profile, served as a specially appointed as associate professor at Osaka University, Japan, under the faculty exchange program. She also worked as a visiting professor at different countries like in Japan, France, Finland, China, and South Africa. Her collaborative research led to the establishment of India Japan Lab on the modernization of law in South Asia. Her area of specialization includes the legal history, modernization of law in South Asia, history of public health and medical system, governance, and administration. She also the founder, General Secretary of Indian Association of Legal History and has led the multiple national conferences. Dr. Sharma has contributed to primary education through her long association with Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and authorized the several notable works, including the cities of India, where the legal history, legacy of law, and recent trends in legal history. With this brief introduction, I welcome a warm welcome to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Richa Sharma ma'am. She is going to deliver the talk on the international grants.
Yeah, very good afternoon to one and all. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. And I also thankful to our Shifali ma'am for and giving me opportunity to share what I am doing and in what I am interested in, which is in my area of work, my area of interest, and I thoroughly enjoy my work. So I would like to say I was just listening carefully what ma'am was saying and how she was interacting with each and everyone. Quite delighted. It's quite often I do deliver my lectures in MMTC programs. I have never found that maybe I have never joined earlier. So continuously, participants are interacting with the authorities. And to that extent that they are expressing, she's continuously guiding you. So I really like the way participants are participating and
Thank
ma'am was
you.
guiding them. So silently I
And
was.
we creating a family like experience here. We are family members. We are
Hmm.
not the coordinator and the participants. And all participants are so nice in this group, ma'am. They are very active. Listening is so proper. They are interacting with the resource person. That's why they make a family.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm really fortunate that I'm also getting an opportunity to be part of this. Uh, I'll be second to say about the Shifali ma'am, the way she speaks, the way she carries her work. And let me tell you one more thing: women are actually very good in profession. No doubt about it. I'm not going to talk about the professional skill set today. If somewhere I have to speak about the hidden skill set in professionalism, that is altogether different. But you will come to know this is women always carry a special skill set to profession, but the skill set which is required for the profession are actually different. So we do have our skill sets which is very special, and that I have seen especially when I have seen first time I met Shifali ma'am and many of our ladies who are really leading and how their leadership is making change. So a lot to be said, a lot to be heard. Very happy that I am a part of this particular MMTC. But my topic of today is something different. I'm going to discuss about the funding landscapes across globe. Right. So as you are the young researchers, you must be aspire to sometime become getting a scholarship. It could be Fulbright, it could be Commonwealth, it could be DAD, it could be ASLI, it could be JSPS, it could be Indo-Shastric studies, so on so forth. There are many scholarship opportunities, postdoctoral fellowship opportunities, research project grants that are available internationally, and many a times we don't get opportunity to know them, and that's why we miss out over them. I was very fortunate for working for almost good 14 years in Gujarat National Law University. So NLU culture is quite different. There it is like a extension activity is something which has to be done by the faculty. And due to that reason, at a very early age, we have been introduced with the different co-partners, co-workers across the world, giving us the opportunity that you can go here, you can go there. And then I realized that why not I prepare something to be said, informations readily available about different funding landscapes which we can explore, and how good this would be. The more you will go out, the more progress you will have. The more progress you will have, because at the more progress you will have, the more progress will reflect, because the same thing you will carry in your classroom. So it is one person going abroad, learning and coming back. As Vivekanand ji said that every Indian should go abroad and be there for a while and come back. And that's very true. Your entire perception and outlook about the world gets changed. How people work, how people talk, how people think, and this is most important. What is the perception they carry, what thinking process they have, how they evolve their ideas, how they structure their ideas, and how they express their ideas. Everything we get learn when we go out, when we go abroad, because they are all together. Same bhumi hai, lekin alag jagah hai, alag log hai, alag संस्कृति है, अलग वहाँ का सिस्टम है, एंड यू और अलग उनका इतिहास है. सो दे हैव देयर ओन baggages, own victories, and this has this reflects in their culture, this reflects in their civic system, and that's a learning experience in and out all 24 hours. You remain actually 100% present when we are out, and that's why our learning becomes 10x when we are abroad, because not only by reading, being in their library, we learn, but we also learn by interacting with people, by observing people. And 24/7 when you are abroad, your all senses are working. Keep on analyzing, judging, making understanding. Oh, यहाँ ये होता है, वहाँ ये होता है, ये ऐसा है, ये हमारे जैसा तो नहीं है बिल्कुल. So your mind is actually super active as a researcher when you go abroad. And this what had happened when I got my first JSPS in 2014. The story was such that I was just there was some Japanese delegate who came to India. They wanted to have a collaboration on law and society. I was already working in National Law University, so they were visiting each and everyone's office and cabins of all faculties. I was assistant professor at that time. They came to our office also. They said they discussed about what you are doing, how you are doing, and I was very active. Whatever I used to do, I involved passionately with my teaching. So they discussed and they said that "Ki when we will open up JSPS, we request you to apply for it." I said, fine, I will be very happy to apply for that. Then our university said that yes, it is a JSPS fellowship, but there was that time it was a JSPS. It's not fellowship, but it was a special associate research program, which I have joined. So what happened that they said that okay, there will be a number of proposals to be submitted by your university, and my university told, we were 52 faculties, they told all of us to submit your proposals. Every one of us have submitted. Only 5 best proposal they said that they will select and they will send. And they have sent the 5 best proposals over there, right? Uh, I thought I was very young. Their other faculties are very good. I know that whether I'll be selected or not, because it is going to be my first international project. I have done project earlier. 2012, I did a project of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. My career started with the project of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan on time management practices. I did chapter writing for UNDC, United Development, but I never knew whether I'll be selected or not, because we always have a same thing in common: लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस इन आवर ओन पोटेंशियल. हमें कभी अपने पोटेंशियल पे विश्वास नहीं होता, और हम हमेशा अपने आप को डाउट करते रहते हैं. मैं सही हूँ, मैं कहीं सही कर रही हूँ, मैंने तो कम मेहनत की है, मैं तो इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन मैंने जल्दी में, या मेरे पास इतना ही टाइम था तो मैंने इतना ही कर पाई हूँ, बट डेडलाइन आ रही थी तो मैंने सबमिट कर दिया. आई थिंक मोर और लेस 80% ऑफ अस just think like that. My proposals, all 5 proposal went. Maybe I never knew that they have like from entire Asia at that point of time, they asked for the proposal submission. And not only Asia, sorry, even from Europe, from Latin America, everywhere. So GSPS सब हर कोई अप्लाई करता है. And I do remember one day I received a letter that you have topped in our GSPS. So I have not cleared it. I even topped it. So my proposal was such, they said, we want to invite you immediately that you come and do the research here. What was there in my proposal? Which really gave me, and I was like, and this was not being told to me, but it was told, the letter came to my vice chancellor, and my vice chancellor has informed to entire staff. I was in a class, and when I opened it, I was reading, and my colleagues came and said that, Richa, you have got this opportunity which everyone was looking for, and you have not only did it for yourself but also for your country. You won't believe what was my topic. My topic was ancient legal system and its relevance in the present time. The things can be learned by India and Japan. And no one, everyone was saying, ये तो history की है, इसको law क्या आएगा? See, in our surroundings, you will come across, there will be people who will criticize you, who will tell you the topic what you are selecting is not good. But you have to trust yourself. So a good researcher is the one who trusts himself. And that is the first quality to get selected. Internationally, research proposal writing is different. Nationally, proposal writing is different. This is not, I have not stopped there. Then after I applied for ASLI, then I applied for DAD, then again I applied for one more Japanese Foundation grant. That was a very big grant project. And in a one go, I got all three projects. And it was like, कि ये कैसे हो गया? But I can't go because they basically provide the same time frame. So I have I have not taken that, but definitely I have cleared Indo-Shastric studies also. And the thing is that when one thing at international level which will be respected, that is you write with originality. You should have a clear idea. You should have a clear vision what exactly you want to achieve by this result, by this research. If you're not clear with the outcomes of your research is not going to make any changes. Right? हमारे भारत में क्या होता है, सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हम एक भेड़ चाल में चले हुए हैं. हम क्या करते हैं, आज कोई एक जन लाइवलीहुड पे कर रहा है तो सभी जन लाइवलीहुड कर रहे होते हैं. कोई एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कर रहा होता है तो सब जन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कर रहे होते हैं. कोई डिजिटल लिटरेसी चार्ट करता है तो सब जन डिजिटल लिटरेसी करने लग जाते हैं और अपने एरिया चेंज कर लेते हैं. कोई फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी की बात करते हैं तो सारे जन फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी कर रहे होते हैं. मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि ये नहीं करना चाहिए. मैं ये बोल रही हूँ कि आप जो कर रहे हैं उसमें आपकी एप्लीकेशन ऑफ माइंड 100% होनी चाहिए. You should have a good training how to write a research proposal. So it was not all of sudden I knew how a research proposals are to be written to be selected at national or international level. नेशनल लेवल पे ऑलरेडी मेरे दो बहुत बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स हो चुके थे, बिल्डिंग एज लर्निंग एड ऑफ बाला ऑफ सर्व शिक्षा अभियान. अदर देन दैट आई वाज आल्सो इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द डिस्ट्रिक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन डायस रिपोर्ट्स, UDIS reports writing of Gujarat. Then after, other than that, I was already, my career was begin as a researcher before becoming a teacher. And that was the best thing what I remember. In fact, I realized that over a period of time, every one of us is actually a researcher and doing teaching as a part of the research, as in what we have find out while reading some books, while reading some newspaper or a report, and structuring out, analyzing the information related to the topic and making students understand. So we do a lot of action research, and that is why a teacher should have minimum क्वालिफिकेशन ऑफ PhD. नेट तो है, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली आपको अगर प्रमोशंस चाहिए तो हमें PhD होना जरूरी होता है, वरना over a period of time, after some time, you cannot claim promotions. तो हमारी एक्चुअली करियर की जर्नी ही रिसर्च से होती है. लेकिन रिसर्च से शुरू होती है, लेकिन हम क्या सोच लेते हैं, सिर्फ ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ कैरियर एडवांसमेंट स्कीम, वेयर वी हैव टू इंक्रीज आवर मार्क्स एंड कैटेगरी बी एंड कैटेगरी सी, वी थिंक दैट कि मुझे प्रोजेक्ट कर लेना चाहिए, चलो आईसीएसआर में अप्लाई कर देता हूँ, चलो मुझे कर लेना चाहिए। हम, ये बताता है कि हमारी सोच थोड़ी छोटी हो जाती है, जो कि हमें बदलने की जरूरत है। This is also I found as a problem in India, that faculties, and especially those who are teaching in social sciences, are never called social scientist, right? Those who are in science, the term scientist is so popular, right? है कि नहीं है? लेकिन क्या हमारे यहाँ पे social scientist है? नहीं. Can you claim yourself as a social scientist? Can I claim myself as a social scientist? It's not about claiming, it is about being. Right? We have never thought that actually we all are, the moment we adopted to teach and to do research and to pursue a career of an academician, we took a responsibility, and we are not de jure, but de facto, we becomes the social scientist. Whether you claim it or not. When you are writing your CV, do write that I am a social scientist. Why you are a social scientist, and why we don't feel that we are social scientists, because actually we are socially unaware people. Why we are unaware? Okay, I can see Reena, Ujala, Tanzeen, in Kusum and Namrata on my screen. May I request any one of you to tell me, where do you stay? Ujala, where do you stay?
I stay in Ahmedabad, ma'am.
You stay in Ahmedabad. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
university?
teaching in Government Commerce College, Naroda.
Naroda Patia.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
That's
great.
my earlier I have experience of teaching in Nirma University, again in Ahmedabad, and
नरोड़ा
then
रहो छो, तो नरोड़ा को क्यों जाना जाता है? Why this Naroda is called Naroda?
क्यों जाना जाता है?
What is
Actually,
population of Naroda?
population of Naroda.
हम्म.
I don't know the exact population of Naroda.
कहाँ रहते हो? फ्लैट
But
में
हाँ,
रहते हो कि
उनके
घर पे रहते हो?
एक नेगेटिव बात उससे जुड़ी हुई है, क्योंकि ये दंगे हुए थे और वो हुए थे इस एरिया में ही, तो ये वाली बात हमेशा इस एरिया के साथ एसोसिएटेड हमेशा से रही है कि जैसे ही लोग नरोड़ा का नाम पहले सुनते हैं तो उनके दिमाग में ये बात पहले आती है।
ओके, सोसाइटी में रहते हो?
It's an industrial area. No,
No,
it's
but
my
where do you
posting.
stay?
My posting is in Naroda. I stay in Chandkheda area.
Okay, you stay in Chandkheda. A lot of development has urbanization taken place in that
Yes,
area
yes, yes.
the
They're
last 10 years
completely
of
two
time.
different areas. बहुत अलग-अलग हैं।
I do agree. Okay, so Chandkheda is the region. Can you please tell me the basic nature of Chandkheda region? Population nature?
I mean, it comes under जैसे नरोड़ा जो है, it's a purely industrial area. So the gentry वो rural तरह की है पूरी gentry. I mean, if we talk about the
Good, good. Yeah, you're right.
type of people, I'm not talking about number here. Chandkheda, if you compare it with another area where I used to stay earlier, that is Naranpura. Again, आपको पता होगा, it's in Ahmedabad only. So, वो एक posh area से Chandkheda is a developing area. So now रेजिडेंशियल एरियाज और मॉल्स जो हैं, अभी यहाँ पे ये मेट्रो यहाँ पर बनने वाली है नई चांदखेड़ा में, एंड लुलु मॉल, पीपल आर सेइंग दैट दे हैव गॉट पूरा प्रोजेक्ट है जो सबसे बड़ा मॉल है वो, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कंस्ट्रक्टेड इन दिस एरिया ओनली. सो ये सारी चीजें अभी मतलब एट प्रेजेंट एसोसिएटेड है इस एरिया के साथ.
Fine, thank you. I'll go to Tanzin. Tanzin, could you please tell me, where do you stay?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Tanzin Norma. I am assistant librarian, Government Jawaharlal Nehru Government College, Haripur, Manali, District Kulu, Himachal Pradesh.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, where do you stay?
I stay at my home, Manali.
मनाली में कौन सा एरिया में?
It is a village area, Jagat Sukh, ma'am.
जगत सुख
8 kilometers from the Manali.
8 किलोमीटर्स।
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा मैम, क्या वहां पे कितने लोग रहते हैं जगत सुख में?
जगतसुख में 1100.
1100 लोग रहते हैं।
Yes,
कितने
ma'am.
मेल, कितने फीमेल, यंग, ओल्ड कितने हैं?
No idea, ma'am.
नहीं आइडिया है। आपकी सोसाइटी या कॉलोनी क्या बोलते हो उसको?
Not colony, it's a village, ma'am.
इट्स अ विलेज।
Yes,
ठीक है,
ma'am.
ठीक
Okay.
है, ओके। हाँ, गुंजन जी ने हाथ खड़ा
Thank
किया।
you, ma'am.
गुंजन जी बताइए, गुंजन जी, गुंजन दवे।
Yes, ma'am.
यस,
I am also from Ahmedabad.
नमस्कार। ओके,
Namaskar, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
हाँ,
So I am living in Science City, Ahmedabad.
वेरी गुड।
हाँ, तो मैम अभी हमारी डिस्कस चल रही थी कि नरोडा
भोपाल की
एंड
साइड, राइट?
हाँ भोपाल साइड।
हम्म
तो मैम हमारी डिस्कशन चल रही थी खास करके नरोडा के बारे में, नरोडा एंड चांदखेड़ा। सो इन दोनों में मतलब जो है मैंने देखा है
नहीं,
कि
आपको आपके एरिया का बोलना है, भोपाल का
अच्छा
बोलना
मेरे एरिया का, ओके।
है।
तो मेरे एरिया में जो है वो प्योरली मतलब जो है इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट पीपल वो वहाँ पे स्टे करते हैं और नंबर ऑफ गुजरातीज आर देयर, okay, and in the South Bhopal particularly, South Bhopal have a mixed community like there is in South Bhopal there is a center called Sobo Center. हाँ,
फाइन, गॉट इट।
yes, and
अच्छा, कुसुम,
it's compared with the South Bombay style, like South Bombay, South Bhopal, that's called
okay, got it.
Sobo.
I have
Yes,
to reach to my point. Why I am
yes,
taking this particular information from you. So I have to connect the dots and make you to understand what is to be done. So I'll take
yes.
one more, Kusum, or Kusum, would you like to speak, or Namrata?
हाँ जी मैम।
जी, हाँ कुसुम,
जी मैम। जी नमस्ते मैम।
नमस्ते।
मैम मैं प्रतापगढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट के एक छोटे से कस्बा छोटी सादड़ी में जॉब करती हूँ और मेरा होम टाउन बीकानेर है मैम।
अच्छा, तो आप अभी अभी हो तो प्रतापगढ़ में ना?
हाँ जी मैम,
हम्म,
प्रतापगढ़ की छोटी।
देखो जहां पे आप रहते हो ना, अब मैं बताती हूँ
हाँ जी
पॉइंट
मैम।
क्या था। सोशल
जी
साइंटिस्ट हम क्यों नहीं है? जब आप सोशल
जी
साइंटिस्ट समवेयर, गुंजन आई फाउंड लिटिल क्लोजर टू understanding about even Tanzin also, every one of you are aware, but आप लोगों ने कभी वो सोचा नहीं उस perspective से। Oh, shit. Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
जी
Yes,
So
yes, you're
Yes, ma'am.
audible.
we never thought. So the social scientist spirit starts from his own vicinity. You should be 100% aware about who is your MLA, who is your MP, and you should be in contact with them. Who is your municipality head, who is your mayor? These are the basic information and a good network you always should carry, because if you want a projects कभी बॉटम से अप या टॉप से बॉटम ही जाते हैं, ठीक है? ईदर यू आर टेकिंग द बॉटम अप अप्रोच और top to bottom approach, and that is why it is important that in whatever the area you are, you should be well aware about the authorities, well aware about the issues in your vicinity. So for an example, if I am presently staying in Ghaziabad, I'm quite aware about the number of population, number of buildings, number of issues, pertinent important issues which is there in my area. If you ask me what how many houses are there, I can inform you. If you ask me about the number of women, number of working women, I can inform you. And this data is like, I have not collected with the purpose of any research, but this is what my job is, because I am social scientist. If tomorrow something happens, my mayor, my the municipal head, or maybe this MLA, they know okay, Dr. Sharma will be the one who will be having the idea, and she can cure and she can inform what is to be done. This is what we have to be. Why I am telling you that India is such a vast country of a population of 140 crore people. Who will take this responsibility? Nobody. Those who are in a private sectors, those who are working in the industries, who are having, like, they have to travel, they have a job, they have lot of issues, but it is not their job to look into or to be called social scientists. But we are the one who not only can help the system to get strengthened, but also to become better. And that I have realized only after coming from Japan. In Japan, every professor whom I met, they were area expert. एंड बीइंग एरिया एक्सपर्ट्स, वो कहीं यहाँ के होके कहीं और जाके काम नहीं कर रहे होते थे, वो दिल्ली के होते थे, दिल्ली के एक्सपर्ट हैं वो। अगर वो जापान में ओसाका में मैं काम करती थी तो ओसाका के फला फला एरिया एक इतामी एरिया था, तो इतामी एक्सपर्ट है। सो दिस हैज मेड मी रियलाइज हाउ व्हेन यू गो टू जापान यू डोंट सी एनी विलेज like or a difference between modernization between village and a city. When you travel by Shinkansen, that is a bullet train, for 600 kilometers from Osaka to Tokyo, you realize you are only seeing development. All villages just look like as a very structured, systematic, developed, planned colony. And the credit goes to their teachers. Osaka University, where I was teaching, I'm failing to remember the name of the professor, but he's the professor on which the robot movie of Rajnikant was made, right? The one who has created his own robot clone. That is, and he got a Nobel Prize for it. So that was a university where I was teaching, and I realized how important the role of a teacher is. I can tell you 100 of universities, 100 of, not 100 of universities, 100 of organizations immediately where you can apply. But I am very sure out of this gathering, only 4 or 2 people will be there who will be in a position to get a project if I only give you the information related to different funding agencies. But the moment I'll make you understand what exactly you are, at least 30% of you will be definitely in position to get the funding so easily, because it is funding is basically given to a researcher. Until the time we don't develop that aptitude of researcher, you will not be in a position to do anything. रिसर्च के अंदर एक बहुत बड़ा जो भारत में हवा बना हुआ है, वो बना हुआ है ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक्स का, रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी का, स्टैटिस्टिकल टूल्स का रिसर्च। ये हमने ऐसा टेक्निकल बना दिया है सब्जेक्ट को कि जो उसकी स्पिरिट है ना वो मिस हो चुकी है। देखिए, आप जो भी टूल लगाएंगे, ठीक है, स्टैटिस्टिक्स यूज करेंगे, आई विल नॉट से दिस आर नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट, दे आर इंपॉर्टेंट बट दे आर सेकेंडरी। Until unless you don't know the nubs of the issue, you don't know what is to be done and how it is to be done cannot be discussed. So we know how to be done, but what is to be done is missing. And this I have seen when I became the deputy director at ICSSR. We get thousands of projects under our one call. Everyone is writing so good methodologies, but आपको करना क्या है, चाहते क्या हो, what is important, what are you looking for? This I realized when I had applied for my second fellowship internationally. That was a DAD, that is a German scholarship program. There they do provide scholarship opportunities, fellowship opportunities for doing graduation, post graduation, PhD, postdoc, coming as a host professor in different universities. So everywhere you will get an opportunity. But when I was filling their form, I gone through their guidelines, which basically we all of us miss altogether. When you are reading the guidelines, this is my second understanding or second learning for every one of us, is that read guidelines at least 3 to 4 times. Read between the lines. Try to understand what they are saying. And remember that only by reading their guidelines, you will realize how good you can write a research proposal. What we do, we only look into the area of research or some topics that is being given, terms of reference, what is being given. भाई प्रपोजल का फॉर्मेट क्या है, फटाफट भरो और सबमिट करो, जो जो करना है करके दे दो, जो जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स मांगे। We don't look into the first 2-3 pages which are running in the paragraph, right? Running in so many paragraphs. We don't look at that. हम वो पेजेस पढ़ते ही नहीं है। क्यों नहीं पढ़ते, या पढ़ते भी है तो सरसरी निगाह से पढ़ के आगे निकल जाते हैं। एक्चुअली पूरी रिसर्च उसी में होती है कि वो चाहते क्या है, वो आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं और आपको अपनी रिसर्च कैसे करनी है। सो दीज थिंग्स कैन नॉट बी टेकन लाइटली by us. So when I was doing applying for the dad scholarship, जो पहली बार में मुझे नहीं मिली थी वो मुझे सेकेंड टाइम में मिली थी. उस टाइम पे मुझे रियलाइज हुआ एक चीज पूछी जाती है, पता है क्या? आपकी रिसर्च रिसर्च ही नहीं है अगर उसके अंदर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, और आपको पता ही नहीं प्रॉब्लम क्या है, तो आप अच्छे रिसर्चर नहीं हो. And this is a difference between book writing and research writing. From research proposal to research report and book out of the research. Right? So this is the difference, because what is a book writing? Book can be written by Twinkle Khanna also. Is that a researcher? Can you call her researcher? No, she's a novelist. She's a writer. And anybody can write. साहित्यकार साहित्य के परिदृश्य से भी अपनी किताब लिखते हैं. So it can be an explorative writing, but not explanatory or exploratory research. We must have a question in place, problem in its identification. Then only we will be in a position to do research. And that is the difference between proposal writing and book writing. So when you submit the book proposal, it could be explorative research. But when you are writing a research, you should have a problem in mind. एक बार जब प्रॉब्लम समझ में आ जाए ना, सो क्या जो मुझे प्रॉब्लम लग रही है वो वास्तव में प्रॉब्लम है भी. I'll give you one example. I was going through some literature of some of the countries recently. 3 दिन पहले की बात बताती हूँ मैं, countries के नाम नहीं दूंगी क्योंकि because they are under my studies for some reasons. I was looking into, because I am now with the policy research at national level. I was trying to see, is there has to be less taxes to be paid by a woman, and can we have this as a policy? Okay. Why women should pay less taxes? Why women should paying less tax compared to men? I was going through a problem and trying to get a solutions. So there was an idea which came in my mind. Then I thought, why not should I do a research because I was working on the social and economic security of a woman, financial security of a woman. So how to strengthen the financial security of women, because we have seen that in the present time also, woman is financially independent but financially not secure, right? So there is independence is different, but being financially secure is different. Getting a point? So how this gap can be bridged? So can a taxation policy can bridge this gap? I hope you are getting that this can become a very interesting topic, right? To be researched. Many people will say no, टैक्स तो सबके सेम होने चाहिए. जब सब जन सेम काम कर रहे हैं तो सेम टैक्स भरें, और जितना काम कर रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से टैक्स भरें. ठीक है ना? तो टैक्स वुमेन को कम टैक्स भरना क्यों भाई? ऑलरेडी उसको इतने सारे हम राइट्स दे रहे हैं, दूसरी चीजें दे रहे हैं. अगर कोई कम स्लैब में होता है या कम कमा रहा है तो ऑलरेडी उसको कम टैक्सेस हैं. अब कम टैक्स के स्लैब में भी वुमेन का टैक्स स्लैब अलग हो जाए और मैन का टैक्स स्लैब अलग हो जाए. सो दिस मे क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्कशन एंड लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज to be done or not to be done. When you yourself involved into something, होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए, पढ़ रहे हो समझ रहे हो, तब कहीं जाके आपको पता चलेगा कि whether this topic is well read, well written, explored, less explored, or over explored, researched, under researched, over researched. The moment when you do review of literature, the first understanding is I understand this as a problem in India. Okay, the major problem in the developed country. Very soon I'm going to stop studying about India. I'm going to study about the developed country and their SDGs. And wherever there is a stagnation, I am going to go to the different platforms and discuss about their limitations. Because the moment they come to India and they discuss about our limitation as a jati pratha, women's vulnerable condition of women, caste system of India, and they discuss it at every platform, why not I go and discuss about 12 commandment of Roman law, how they have dethroned the women of their families. In Hammurabi code, how they have thrown the women, they wrapped them into the carpets and thrown them into the water as in punishment. Why don't I go and discuss this across the globe? Okay. Similarly, if you see the present day SDG reports, see, there is an intellectual warfare which is about to go start, and it has already started. They are far ahead than us, and we are not even aware about there is an intellectual warfare. Okay. In that intellectual warfare, if the teachers are not there, it's not about that warfare we are going to hit someone or to hurt someone. It is about fight for our dignity, fight for our right. Being a developed country or developing country, what type of situation India is going through? People don't understand that. People, we prefer, and when we are writing the review of literature, कैसे आप लोग और हम लोग रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर लिखते हैं? मैं तो नहीं लिखती। मैं इसमें ये बोलूँ कि मैं कभी ऐसा रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर नहीं लिखती जिसके अंदर हम जाते हैं कुछ ऐसे एआई बेस्ड टूल्स को यूज करते हैं, मैं नाम नहीं दूंगी, वो साइटेशन के साथ लिख के हमको सारा रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर 2 घंटे के अंदर बना के दे देते हैं, और वही हम हमारे प्रपोजल में डाल देते हैं। और फिर हम सोचते हैं कि हमने तो बहुत अच्छा काम किया है। आपने काम किया है, लेकिन ये बहुत अच्छा नहीं है। बहुत अच्छा तब होता है जब आपने 10 किताब पढ़ी होती, 10 किताब के वो 10 रेलेवेंट चैप्टर पढ़े होते और 10 आर्टिकल पढ़े होते, and then your level of understanding of that topic would have been altogether different. आपने कुछ 5 ऐसी अच्छी रिपोर्ट पढ़ी होती, इंटरनेशनल और नेशनल, और एक सिंपल एनुअल रिपोर्ट पढ़ी होती अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट की, so maybe that would have created altogether different as an understanding. सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स की एक अभी मैं रिसेंटली रिपोर्ट पढ़ रही थी ऑन जीरो पॉवर्टी। ठीक है, तो कहा जाता है भारत के अंदर बड़ी पॉवर्टी है। yes, that's very true. We were the developing country and we were colonized, and if you read the book V.S. Naipaul, very very beautifully balanced book he has written on the wounded civilization. The other book is written by Shashi Tharoor on the era of darkness. Our era of darkness is being written by V.S. Naipaul also, but they are two different perspectives. One is historical perspective, other is more of the narrative form, साहित्य के हिसाब से लिखे V.S. नायपॉल जी ने। तो जब आप ये किताबें पढ़ते हैं ना, आपको पता चलता है कि भारत को कैसे पोर्ट्रेट किया जा रहा है। ठीक है, और इसी समय में आप देखेंगे कि भारत किस गरीबी से बाहर निकल के आया है। शशि थरूर जी की जो किताब है, जो कि उन्होंने तीर्थंकर रॉय की किताब को कोट करते हुए लिखा है, दैट एट द टाइम ऑफ इंडियाज इंडिपेंडेंस our GDP was the growth per capita income was 3%. But when the Britishers came to India, I'm sorry, we were the 3% of the world economy when they left India. When they entered to India, we were 47% of world economy. Okay, 47 से अपन सिर्फ 3% पे रह गए 200 साल के अंदर. How rich we were. So there is a plunder. So there is a outcome of that is a poverty. आज आपके भारत में 75 साल में कोई भी गवर्नमेंट आए, आप उसको इतना ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे कभी पॉवर्टी का कंसेप्ट था ही नहीं। ठीक है, पीपल वर पुअर बट दे वर नॉट लाइक माल न्यूट्रिशन द वे द इंडियन सोसाइटी हैज बिगन। दैट इज द रीजन सारे इन्वेजन्स इंडिया में हो रहे हैं, लोग बाग दूर दूर से आके भारत में बस रहे हैं। ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस वॉज द मोस्ट प्रॉस्परस लैंड। प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है कि भारत गरीब हो जाता है। ठीक है, फिर आते हैं पहले आते हैं मिलेनियम डेवलपमेंट गोल्स, जो 2005 में खत्म हो जाते हैं, शायद ऐसा कुछ है। 2005 से आते हैं 2015 तक खत्म हो जाते हैं। 2015 में हमारे सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल आते हैं। जब हमारे पास में सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल आते हैं तो उसमें आ जाता है पावर्टी। ठीक है, भारत के अंदर पावर्टी, मिलेनियम डेवलपमेंट गोल्स में भी थे, पावर्टी थी, जीरो हंगर था, इसमें भी पावर्टी है, जीरो हंगर है। इसमें क्या देखने को मिलता है कि जब 2002 की हम देखें अगर डेवलपमेंट रिपोर्ट्स, तो पता चलता है भारत के अंदर 42.8% गरीबी है। ठीक है, बिलो इनकम मतलब आइडेंटिफाइड इनकम ग्रुप है। बट व्हेन वी सी टुडे the poverty in India is 12% as per the recent 2025 SDG report. And this is different. Whereas in the developed country America, there is a still stagnation. तो उनका यहाँ पे poverty हमारे जितनी नहीं थी, कम थी, लेकिन ग्रोथ रेट टू एलिवेट पॉवर्टी इज स्टिल स्लो एंड इवन दैट हैज बीन स्टैग्नेंट एज एन आउटकम ऑफ दैट कि वहां पे गरीबी कम होनी चाहिए, लेकिन जिस स्पीड से होनी चाहिए थी वो स्पीड ही नहीं है। जबकि भारत के अंदर इतनी ज्यादा गरीबी थी, इतनी ज्यादा पॉवर्टी थी कि अभी भी हमारे यहाँ पे 12% बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन लोग हैं, लेकिन वहां पे जितना था उसमें से कुछ ही प्रतिशत कम हुआ है और वहां पे अब स्टैग्नेशन आ चुका है। तो क्यों ना हम अमेरिका की बात करें, क्यों ना हम रिसर्च से उनके बारे में बताएं। जैसे कोई हमारे भारत के बारे में डिस्कस करता है, व्हाई डोंट टू क्रिएट अ कंपैरेटिव स्टडी बिटवीन इंडिया एंड जापान ऑन जीरो हंगर। There has to be a comparison between the comparable, but there has never been the comparison between the comparables. The recent research article what I am writing these days is about the indicators of parameters of success in India. What is to be indicators to determine different development in India? बिकॉज हम उनके पैरामीटर से हमारे पैरामीटर्स नहीं यूज कर सकते। सो माई पॉइंट ओवर हियर टू यू ऑल इज दैट जो रिसर्च और सोशल साइंटिस्ट होते हैं ना, वो एक टेम्परामेंट है, और यदि आपके पास में वो टेम्परामेंट नहीं है तो हमें वो डेवलप करना होगा, और ये हमारे लिए जरूरत है अभी। ये शायद इट इज नॉट अ चॉइस बट इट इज अ नेसेसिटी। Necessity if we really want to see our country to remain developed, because there is an intellectual warfare, and actually the professors are the one who has to be who can be expected to be advisor, to suggest to the government at different level, right, and then provide a solutions to the society. So we are a connecting dot between society and the government, बट वी नेवर थिंक फ्रॉम दैट परस्पेक्टिव, बिकॉज हम लोग अपने आप को सोशल साइंटिस्ट ही नहीं बोलते हैं, एंड दैट क्रिएट्स अ प्रॉब्लम। सो वन थिंग इज दैट वेरी कॉन्शियसली वी शुड बी रेडी टू डू द रिसर्च। रिसर्च कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है जो हमें नहीं आती है। रिसर्च में क्या चाहिए? यू शुड हैव अ आइडिया, ओरिजिनलिटी, नोवेलिटी, एंड यू हैव टू वर्क इन योर अल्फा जोन, राइट? व्हाट इज अल्फा जोन? अल्फा जोन एक ऐसा जोन होता है, जैसे हम यूजुअली काम कर रहे हैं तो हम हमेशा 4 चीजों में फंसे रहते हैं: फाइट, फ्लाइट, फियर एंड फ्रीज। या तो हम चीजों से भागते हैं, या तो हम उनसे लड़ते हैं, या तो हम उनसे छुप जाते हैं, या तो हम उसको देख के फ्रीज हो जाते हैं। लेकिन जब आप रिसर्च करते हो, यू गो टू द डिफरेंट जोन, दैट इज कॉल्ड अल्फा जोन। यू आर एक्चुअली मेडिटेटिंग विद योर बुक्स, and that creates altogether different as an experience. The moment you read and read and read, your backside mind start working and keep on giving you the idea. इसके अंदर तो ये कमी है। Your mind starts speaking with you, what is to be done, what is to be done, what is better, how it is better, and then you become a person of curiosity. Because I learned about why when they do research, when they come to India, people listen them. They don't do research on anything else other than theories. जब भी आपके साथ कोई फॉरेनर लेक्चर दे रहा हो ना, इंटरनेशनल नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में आते हैं ये लोग, अच्छे अगर होते हैं ना, उनको सुन के देखना। वो लोग ना थियोरी डिस्कस करते हैं, आइडिया, माई आइडिया इज, आई थॉट दैट, सो एंड सो थॉट दैट, दे डिस्कस लाइक दैट। बट वेन वी रिसर्च, हम सारे वेस्टर्न स्कॉलर्स लेते हैं, उनको कट कॉपी पेस्ट करके छापा होता है, और हम उन्हीं को बोल रहे होते हैं। फिर हम बोलते हैं ये भारत की नीड है, इसके लिए हमें लीगल सिस्टम लेके आना है, इसके अंदर हमें सोशल सिस्टम लाने की जरूरत है, और हम ऐसे बोलते हैं जैसे हम एडवाइजर हैं। ठीक है, हमें ये करने की जरूरत। नो, दिस इज नॉट अ रिसर्चर्स वर्ड। अ रिसर्चर इज वन हु स्पीक्स आउट ऑफ हिज रिसर्च. If in my research finding I come across as an issue of dropout children from urban sector, number of dropout will determine, or issues that has been identified while studying about the dropout, a policy suggestion as a course correction in the existing document, rather than suggesting the government that they should come up with another policy. ये इतना बेवकूफी वाला काम करते हैं। और एट द सेम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी से वी नीड टू हैव अ स्ट्रेंथन लीगल फ्रेमवर्क। जब आपने कोई लॉ के वर्टिकल पे काम ही नहीं किया तो आप वो सजेस्ट कैसे करते हो? मैं बताती हूँ कैसे सजेस्ट करते हैं। वी प्रिपेयर आवर पॉइंट्स, we put it in the AI that has been prepared based on the we prepare our data we collect, right? After collecting the data, we give this data to any of the software which is already having the, nowadays we have a very good software. I will not name them because already it will create a issue. You put this data into that and they will keep on analyzing it. Almost 29 to 30 to 40 pages data they generate based on the data what you have provided. Am I right or wrong? Those who are doing the research, they can understand what I am saying. The moment they generate the data, it reflects that the language modeling what those data has, it is basically based on the global north large language modeling, right? LLM जो उनका है वो कि ग्लोबल नॉर्थ का है, कि जो डेटा फीड गए हैं वो ग्लोबल नॉर्थ के, और उसी के बेसिस पे वो डेटा आपको इंटरप्रेट करके दे रहा है। तो वो लिख के दे रहा है क्योंकि वहां पे पॉलिसी नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे बोल रहा है दैट वी नीड अ पॉलिसी, जबकि भारत के अंदर उसके ऊपर पक्का से पॉलिसी पड़ी होती है। हम कोर्स करेक्शन की बात नहीं करेंगे एग्जिस्टिंग पॉलिसी में कि वेयर एंड व्हाट इज टू बी चेंज और इज टू बी एनहांस्ड, बट इंस्टीड ऑफ दैट the research report, and I am saying you with my own experience that this is the flaw. We don't make a key takeaways and we don't prepare the reports based on the findings. We prepare the report based on the analysis being drawn by some analogical descriptive software, where we consider ourselves not that acquainted to provide a solutions, but this machine is better क्योंकि उसकी अंग्रेजी अच्छी है। अंग्रेजी का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, इट्स जस्ट अ मीडियम। ठीक है, आप टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश में लिखो, ठीक है, उसको जेमिनी पे डालो, चैट जीपी डालो, रिफाइन माय लैंग्वेज, बट डू नॉट डिमिनिश द स्पिरिट इन विच आई हैव रिटन। ठीक है, and then after you will see it will provide you the better find language. This is the use of AI. The AI is not to be used for the purpose of writing research proposals. AI is just only to be used for the purpose of refining your thought. और उसके लिए बेस होता है क्यूरोसिटी। क्यूरोसिटी के बारे में मैंने नहीं बताया आपको, मुझे ये बताना बहुत जरूरी लगता है क्योंकि जब मैंने 6 साल बाहर पढ़ाया, आई रियलाइज वन थिंग, मेरी क्लास में कुछ हो ना हो, 2 चीजें जरूर होती थी। एक, मेरा डेटा टाइम से पहले बच्चों के पास पहुंचा होता था। दूसरा, when they are reading, they have hundreds of questions in their mind. I used to have very less number of classes. Okay. But the moment I used to have the class, my class has to be outstanding. My class has to be such, because मेरे class professors भी attend करने आते थे. So when I have to teach them, एक 30 साल की लड़की को क्या समझ में आएगा कि सब इतने बड़े बड़े प्रोफेसर्स हैं. So I should be thorough with my theories, whether because I'm dealing with the भारतीय jurisprudence and Indian jurisprudence. ICAS तो आज आया है, मैं इसको पिछले 14 साल से 17 साल से पढ़ा रही थी, and I was defending धर्मशास्त्रास like anything, and people like, you don't come to my class. That's absolutely fine, but I have learned your Justinian code, I know Hammurabi code, and I know Rutsuryo, that is a Japanese law system, and if you are interested, I can teach you what the Dharma Shastra. Many people earlier, it was like it will not be a hit, but it was the hit of the time. Point over here is that you should be very thoroughly prepared. आपकी classes जो है ना, वो nothing but a review of literature है, फैंटास्टिक रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर है। आपकी क्लास के जो बच्चे हैं ना, वो कुछ नहीं है, फैंटास्टिक रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, एंड व्हेन यू आर कंडक्टिंग द रिसर्च, दे आर योर वॉलंटियर्स। So your classroom is nothing but a team of a good researchers, team of a people who are full with the curiosity. लेकिन हमारे भारत में ऐसा नहीं होता। क्यों नहीं होता? वॉलंटियर कर जाएंगे कि अटेंडेंस के लिए हमें रिलीफ मिल जाएगा, बाहर जाना मिलेगा, अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस, अच्छी बात है, मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगी कि नहीं है, भारत भी बहुत, हम सब मिलके बहुत प्रगति कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कुछ अच्छी लर्निंग में हमारी मिस हो गई है, वो है क्यूरोसिटी। बच्चों में इतनी क्यूरोसिटी होनी चाहिए कि आपकी क्लास को वो ऐसे सुने जैसे ये राधा कृष्ण, सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन की क्लास है। सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन जी की एक कहानी मैं आपको बताऊंगी। वो कलकत्ता यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर पढ़ाते थे, प्रेसिडेंसी कॉलेज कलकत्ता में, गलती हो सकती है मुझसे, पर वो कलकत्ता में पढ़ाते थे, वो मुझे अच्छी तरह याद है जब मैं पढ़ रही थी। उनकी कक्षा का समय बहुत छोटा होता था। He used to teach only for 20 minutes, 15, 20, 25 minutes, not more than that. So other teachers who were jealous of him have gone and complained against him. As an outcome of that, a show cause was being issued against him. As an outcome of that, he resigned. Okay. When he resigned, it is the students who had created a protest. They said that we want only Radhakrishnan, sir. Why? Why? Because वो क्लास में कम पढ़ाते थे, बट क्लास में कॉम्प्लेक्स पढ़ाते थे, which made people to think. He used to leave the class with the thinking on, right? वो क्लास छोड़ देते थे लेकिन बच्चों की सोचना बंद नहीं होता था. They were continuously thinking what sir has said. 3 things we understood, 2 things we don't understood. दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. आपकी क्लास भी ऐसी होनी चाहिए. हम कैसे हो गए, हमने हर चीज को ओवर सिंप्लीफाइड कर दिया है बच्चों के लिए, तो अपनी इज्जत क्यों करेंगे? We make every possible effort to appease our students. Are we teaching in a dignified manner? We either become so polite, we either become egoistic, but we are not teaching as a teacher who is highly dignified. What is a dignity is all about? Your relation with the student is of knowledge sharing, where you give knowledge and they take knowledge and they have information. With their information, they will have curiosity. You should allow them to speak and allow them to ask continuously questions. If they are not speaking in your class, you keep on asking questions to them. जो बच्चा तेज है उससे कठिन सवाल पूछो, जो बच्चा वीक है पढ़ाई में उससे सरल सवाल पूछो, लेकिन सवाल सबसे पूछो. अगर पहले दिन 3-4 लोगों से सवाल पूछा है तो दूसरे दिन 5-6-7 से पूछो. इस तरह से हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन होना चाहिए, बिकॉज वी आर सोशल साइंटिस्ट. Until unless we don't, because it is not like research to be ended or stopped. रिसर्च कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं आपको रिसर्च बताऊं भाई फंडेड लैंडस्केप ये है ये है ये है. मैं पूरी स्लाइड्स आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी, लेकिन स्लाइड्स आई थिंक आई एम गोइंग टू टेक वन मोर क्लास विद यू टुमारो. एम आई राइट? Or that, oh, that is with the other program. My point is that you need to understand research कहीं बाहर से नहीं आती, वो
Yes, ma'am,
आपसे
you
आती है.
have class also. You have tomorrow also, ma'am.
Tomorrow also, na? Yeah. So that time,
Please,
because this is, I feel that more important that to create that conditioning, because ये कोई बात ही नहीं करता research conditioning की. और
ma'am.
जितने भी विदेशी कंट्री में, मैंने यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पेरिस शोबान वहां पे पढ़ा है. वोल्टायर नाम सुना है आप लोगों ने? जिसने गवर्नेंस सिस्टम को 3 स्टेट्स दिए थे, एग्जीक्यूटिव, लेजिस्लेटिव एंड judiciary. That Voltaire. So he was from University of Paris. I was fortunate enough that I was selected there as a assistant visiting professor for 2 courses to University of Paris Sorbonne. So I realized कि एक चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, टीचर का रोल क्लासरूम में और क्लासरूम से बाहर. क्यूरोसिटी जो होती है बच्चों में, हम जब बोलते हैं ना तुम अभी क्वेश्चन मत पूछो, when they are having the questions, always keep a 1 hour in your hand which you can ask to your students that they should come back to you, or you may come back to them. Write sincerely the questions they carry. Maybe at the beginning they will laugh, they will say कि ये तो ऐसे ही टीचर है, but in due course of time they will have respect for you, that this teacher is not a teacher like others who just give the marks, who just want to be good in the books. Automatically you will be in the good books of your students. But for that, curiosity is important, because European students, American students, they carry a lot of curiosity. Curiosity कैसे पता चलेगी? Supplementary questions are asked continuously until their doubts are not solved. कम से कम एक ही बात के 5 why एनालिसिस होते हैं. YY analysis, 5Y analysis, reasoning out. This is also called a technique called fishbone analysis, that you try to identify different type of reasons behind it. So when you are teaching in a class, there has to be a supporters in your class to be carried by you. What happened, how it happened, when it happened, where it happened, what are the outcomes. So ये ही 4-6 जो WH क्वेश्चंस होते हैं ना, इसी पे पूरी रिसर्च होती है, इसी पे पूरी क्लास होती है, और इसी के ऊपर पूरी क्लास स्ट्रक्चर होनी चाहिए. पहले बच्चों से पूछो, बच्चे ना आंसर करें तो आप आंसर करो, फिर से उसका वाई पूछो, और 1-2 वाई के बाद में क्लास को छोड़ दो. Let students to come back on those why this is happening, why India is like this, why we are having digital economy so growing, why in India we have a different automobile policy, why India is frequently changing its traffic policies, why all of sudden disaster management act has become so popular. You can take the subject of your liking or where your expertise lie, and you can create a class with why only, and let the students answer. Your class should not be a class जिसके अंदर आप सॉक्रेट स्टाइल क्लास मत करें, आप ही बोलते रहें और बच्चे सुनते रहें, वो जमाने गए. आपको 20 मिनट से ज्यादा अपनी क्लास में बोलना ही नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है, क्लास ऐसी इंटरेक्टिव होनी चाहिए कि पहले आपने स्टार्ट कर दिया, फिर बच्चे उसको करेंगे, फिर बीच के अंदर जब आपको लगे कि क्लास स्लो या डाउन जा रही है, इमीडिएटली यू प्रिपेयर योर. जैसे मेरे पास में 60 स्टूडेंट्स की क्लास होती थी, सॉरी 80 स्टूडेंट्स की क्लास होती थी, और मैं एक ही पेज के बस 30 पेजेस मेरे पर डे के यूज होते थे. मैं छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चन बना के प्रिंट्स करके खुद ही प्रिंट करती थी, खुद ही जाके जेरोक्स सेंटर से प्रिंट करके लाती थी, और सारे बच्चों को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देती थी. क्यों? क्योंकि आफ्टर हाफ एन आवर आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चन, एंड दीज क्वेश्चंस वर नथिंग बट माय रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस ओनली. कि what is the response of the students, whether this particular my question will work or not. So I asked about that, whether the Manusmriti, I taught them Manusmriti, and then after I am teaching, I'm asking them, do you really think Manusmriti is safeguarding the rights of a man or a woman? Okay, how? Then they will, and I say that you just read the question and just discuss with me. So when they say in favor or against, automatically it is giving me clear idea about whether this question will work or whether this question will not work. The similar thing I did it with the family system. So how a family plays a vital role in the career development of a child. Okay, so this was a part of the legal education and legal systems, legal setups. That was another topic. So when I was teaching this particular topic, I ensured that the first student understand what is a family and the family norms are. Now we have in ICSR a family system as a research project, but there was a time when I was teaching, I do remember in 2015, I given a projects to students to trace their family history, and I receive a call from a parent just saying me thank you. थैंक यू क्यों? क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी ने बोला है कि वो टीचर को बोलो कि मुझसे बात करे. मतलब it's not one, it's like a number of call I received because I given you them a project. Go to your family, go to home. मतलब जब उनका छुट्टियां होती थी, मैं उनसे प्रोजेक्ट 1 हफ्ते 2 हफ्ते के बाद मंगवाती थी, फिर इवेल्युएशन करती थी. बोलते घर जाओ और अपने फैमिली से उनकी फैमिली हिस्ट्री पूछ के आओ. When they have to get the family history, they cannot have their family history without knowing or without discussing with their grandparents. एंड उनकी मम्मियाँ कॉल करके बोलती थी कि ऋचा मैम से बात करा दो क्योंकि उनकी दादी बात करना चाहती है, उनकी नानी बात करना चाहती है. दिस हैज क्रिएटेड लॉट ऑफ कनेक्ट इन अ फैमिली ऑल्सो, बिकॉज वैसे तो बच्चे बैठते ही नहीं है पेरेंट्स के पास में, तो उनको वो टॉपिक दो जिसके अंदर वो इम्पेरिकल रिसर्च करें, सोशल रिसर्च करें, और छोटे छोटे टॉपिक बना के दो जो भी आपको लगता है. आजकल हम एल्डरली केयर की बहुत बात कर रहे हैं, so give them a question that what is the perception about elderly care. आपके हिसाब से एल्डरली केयर क्या होनी चाहिए? दादी मैं आपके लिए क्या करूं? उनको सिखाओ कोवर्ट क्या होता है और इनवर्ट क्या होता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन इनडायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन क्या होते हैं, आर्ट ऑफ आस्किंग क्वेश्चन क्या होता है. when they will go to home, is that not learning? Is that not important? You can relate it with any of the topic what you are teaching. Any one of you, if you can inform me which topic you are teaching. Swati, what do you teach?
I teach physics.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, here are the participants from
Hmm.
diverse fields.
भाई I'm really sorry. This is my limitation. I can't allow my mind. Okay, physics के लिए भी बता सकती हूँ. Ask them about, I am from a person of IKS. Can you name some good physics scientist from India?
Physics scientist.
C.V. Raman.
Dr.
Ma'am,
C.V.
C.V.
Raman,
Raman.
Dr. Balakrishnan,
doc-
Or
Dr. Subhash Chandra Ghosh, and Dr.
डॉक्टर मेघनाथ शाह
क्लास में बताया इनके बारे में?
और तो स्पेसिफिक केक रगड़ा
मैम रमन इफेक्ट तो हमारा बहुत
हाँ,
ही
हाँ,
इम्पोर्टेंट
बताते
इफेक्ट
ही
है,
हैं.
तो
हाँ.
उसके बारे में बच्चों को बहुत पता है.
Other than them, और कोई IKS वाले?
मैम आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, बट जो ऑप्टिक फाइबर जो आजकल बहुत यूज होता है, दैट इज आल्सो इन्वेंटेड बाय द इंडियन साइंटिस्ट. आई डोंट रिमेम्बर हिज नेम नाउ.
Why don't you research on it? Submit a proposal in IKS. गुंतू सर को, है ना? सूर्य नारायण गुंतू सर है. Why don't you identify the physics based development and its relevance in the present time and similarity and difference? You can easily create a project. This is what we require. So scientists also have the social application. You also live in a society, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
don't live in your labs. You live in a society. So you people also should do something for society, right? So application-based research can be conducted by you. Okay. I said this because see, when you are reading science books, I do remember गैलीलियो की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग आइंस्टाइन की बात कर रहे हैं जो उनके साइंटिस्ट हैं. मतलब जैसे भारत के अंदर सीवी रमन इज वन, हम लोग इतना पता ही नहीं है, डिस्कस ही नहीं करते हैं, एंड दैट इज क्रिएट्स अ प्रॉब्लम. सो समवेयर डाउन द लाइन, एंड लेट मी टेल यू, साइंस वाले बहुत अच्छी रिसर्च करते हैं व्हेन इट कम्स टू सोशल साइंसेस. आई नो ओम प्रकाश सर एक है, ओपी पांडे सर है, वो इसरो के साइंटिस्ट है, एंड ही हैज रिटन अ बुक कॉल्ड भारत वैभव. What a marvelous work he has done. I do more with the ethnomedicinal plants. So, yes, APJ Abdul Kalam, no doubt. But the thing is that we need to see how Indian scientists have worked, or not only now, but also in the older time period. Maybe you need to work with some of the very old IKS based rishis who has really discovered a lot. Astronomy की बात करें, भारत was far ahead than many, so which haven't got explored so far. Somebody is Namrata is keep on writing, so many of them, everyone is writing. So this is something my class is absolutely awakened, and they are doing everything to remember and recall. So देखिए बहुत सारे, ये तो आपने अभी के बताए, but you can create a documentary trajectory related to the contributions and its relevance in the present time, how to take further the research which is being conducted by them. One more thing what India can do is about the incremental research with regards to the type of research methodologies being adopted, which is highly, you can say, frugal in nature of its time. ठीक है? Incremental and frugal. What we mean by incremental and frugal? इंक्रीमेंटल मतलब जो स्लो डेवलपमेंट्स को कैटर करते हुए जाती है. एक होती है रेडिकल, ड्रास्टिक, ठीक है, वो अलग होती है, वो उसके अंदर ऑल टुगेदर चेंज आ जाता है, जैसे कि यूपीआई. ठीक है, डीमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद में जो मेजर ड्रास्टिक चेंज आया वो क्या था? फिस्कल इकोनॉमी में use of UPI, digital currency. So this is a revolutionary, radical change. So the invention, no doubt, it was not an invention, it was related to the development, innovation, innovative manner in which the development in the financial sphere has taken place. But my point over here is, we need to understand, आपके जो भारत के इनोवेशंस होते हैं ना, या जो साइंटिफिक डिस्कवरीज होती हैं, वो दूसरी डिस्कवरी से अलग क्यों हो जाती हैं? क्योंकि भारत जो कंट्री है वो विदेशों में भी एक नाम से जाना जाता है, द कंट्री ऑफ जुगाड़. डू यू नो दैट द टर्म जुगाड़? ये बहुत पॉपुलर है भारत के बारे में. एंड व्हाट इज जुगाड़? जुगाड़ इज नथिंग बट अ फ्रूगल इनोवेशन. व्हेन यू मेक द इनोवेशन वेरी कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव एंड सिंपल इन यूज, टू फीचर्स होते हैं फ्रूगल के, cost effective and simple in use, that is called jugaad. Okay, so this makes a difference. So my point here is, classroom is the first place where the entire research background take place. Your students are the one who basically provide you all informations whether this particular topic is workable or not. Whatever you are teaching, you can identify every topic what you teach has certain identified issues and the problems. And that issues and problems become the basis of the inquiry, investigation and research. क्योंकि research का मतलब ही होता है inquiry, investigation and research. That, but with the systematic methods, systematic and scientific method. What is systematic and scientific method? Every research has an identified objectives to achieve. Okay, so you should have the clarity about what is to be achieved, right? Because विदेशों में बहुत clear पूछा जाता है what type of objectives you have, what are the type of tools you are going to deploy for conducting that research. And third thing what is being asked by them to us is about the outcomes, how it is relevant. If there is, because again this is an impact of the utopian society, utilitarian, sorry, not utopian, utilitarian society. So 19th century world has been, you can say, cursed by everything. Earlier there was a time education was for the purpose of intellectual upgradation, for personal knowledge, for social knowledge, for societal knowledge. So it was more knowledge oriented approach. But now it has happened utilitarian approach. So we try to see with the relevance. So majority of the time, if you are working with any subject other than the, to an extent, history, very, very limited, and this literature or literature, linguistic, and to very minor way, history, where you may be allowed to submit a proposal which is only aspired with the intellectual benefit. Otherwise, utilitarian approach is very high with respect to science and social sciences both. Are you agreeing with me?
Yes, ma'am.
जी
So,
मैम
so here, this is what we need to understand, that when we are preparing our proposals, it has to be utilitarian oriented. There has to be an integrity in our project. When you are going to submit the proposal, I'll continue with this class tomorrow also. There I'll give you funding landscapes across the globe. जब आप प्रपोजल लिखो, उसके अंदर भारत की बुराई मत लिखना, साउथ एशिया के बारे में बात करना. यू कैन मेक अ कंपैरेटिव स्टडी बिटवीन इंडिया. ऐसे लिखो, देखो हमारा नेशनलिज्म यही झलकता है. आप अभी भारत की बुराई करो, आपको प्रोजेक्ट्स मिल जाएंगे. यूरोप में मैंने बताया था मेरे को डैट का नहीं मिला था, पहली बार में, दूसरी बार मिला था. उनको नहीं अच्छा लगेगा कि आप अपने देश की, बिकॉज वी आर कंसिडर्ड टू बी developing countries. They want to know how much problem is there. I recently met one. Just a moment. Our nationalism is, only way to express our nationalism is when we are writing, when we are conducting the research, when we are writing for the government, be critical. And when it is not for the publication, be critical. But when you are writing and getting a grant from the abroad, be objective, be clear, but not with their parameters of judging Indian society, but with our own parameters to judge our society. When you are writing, you will write a project for South Asia, if it is of social sciences. So never write about only India, write about social South Asia and their issues. You will have a better coverage and better acceptance, and they will also be happy. At the same point of time, you don't have to restrict to only poverty. You can take away the best practices from these societies, which can be learned by the other countries. So you can write on the reverse innovations of India. Okay, so you don't know the concept of reverse innovations? Okay, just Google it, you will come to know what the reverse innovation is. So when we are writing, we should see that we should not criticizing India, because recently I was giving you example. I was in a Japan. Like me, there were the other delegate also. We were in the Science, Technology, and Innovation Conference, and I was basically work on innovations also these days. So there was a lady. She came and she started discussing about that in India it's so difficult to have a widow remarriage. The condition of widows are so vulnerable. Then I asked her that which woman or which India you are talking about. Is it a rural India? It is a semi-urban India, or is it an urban India? If you're talking about the urban India, I do not see that is so vulnerable as in situation, and I can give you the data. If you're talking about semi-urban region, could you tell me the parameters by which you are judging them? Or you say no, historically it has been suffered a lot, Indian condition. Matlab, it's like a 77 years have been passed after the India's independence, and we are still discussing about the topics which is highly unrelevant. It might be relevant, but why we want to put up this topic at the international level? Because they'd like to hear those stories. They still consider as India as a country of the snake charmers, and we should say this story so that their belief can be affirmed. This is not our job. I do remember a time when the Gunotsav was being questioned openly in Japan by Ginny, was one of the professor from European University. I'm not remembering her name, but Ginny is still in my contact. She said that India, she was not knowing that many people think that I'm Mexican over there that time. So there is a quite similarities in the features of Indians and Mexicans. So they were thinking some Mexicans are sitting, and she said, giving example of Gunotsav. Gunotsav, those who are from Gujarat, they know that is celebrating the education. Was a education promotion program of government of Gujarat, stating that without even I was having an idea that this will be discussed in international forum. She said that Pushpak Viman, do we have the proof of the Pushpak Viman? And entire class was laughing. And this was my first experience how European and how Western people think and understand and discuss about India. इवन आर IKS, दैट्स व्हाई आई से IKS पे हमें बहुत काम करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि हमें IKS के काफी सारे वैलिडेशंस लेके आने होंगे. They given this example, then they given the example of the Sanjeevani Booty, right, which was given to Lakshman and it has given. Then I have raised my hand and I started giving my explanation. That I said that it is all about the intellectual property rights of India, which is being mentioned in the form of a sutra. Sutra was not written down but passed down from one generation to the other in a form of Shruti and Smriti. So sutra is a formula which are being remembered and passed down from one generation to other, and this is a way how intellectual property was being safeguarded in India. It is not about the scientific discovery which was existed, that no one can decode how the Pushpak Viman was being prepared, but it is how the intellectual property can also be safeguarded a long ago, earlier than the European societies. Everybody was silent. And I given a lot of examples because I was in and out working. Nowadays I work on policy making, so I don't get examples so easily. But मैंने इतना कम से कम 5 मिनट तक उनको सुनाया कि भैया आपको नहीं पता कि हमारे यहाँ पे मेथड ऑफ लर्निंग क्या है. एवरीथिंग गेटिंग डॉक्यूमेंटेड एंड रॉट लर्निंग के थ्रू आप बच्चों को बोले कि क्वेश्चन में अगर आपने आंसर नहीं लिखा और उसके बेसिस पे आप बच्चों को जज करेंगे, दैट इज इनकरेक्ट. India is not a country where we have learned education much before than writing skills. We learned technology and we had a technological advancements much before writing skills. This is what India is. But we always given the coloniality and legal frameworks. And this is coloniality and legal frameworks. They will expect your proposal to be only fit within that particular parameters. But when you will make the relevance with such a hardcore research, and this will not come with anything else, it will only come when you yourself have studied a lot. जैसे कि आईकेएस कर रहे हो तो पीवी काने जरूर पढ़ो, बहुत बड़ी किताबें, रोज की दो तीन तीन पेज, 15 पेज पढ़ लो। तो जब वो धर्मा के बारे में बात करते हैं, कॉमन कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, मॉरल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, सिविल, you will realize that how, or ethical code of conduct, you realize how clarity in their vision is। मनुस्मृति की लोग बुराई करते हैं क्योंकि उसे आम्बेडकर जी ने जला दिया था, ये उनका परसेप्शन था। जो उनके समय में उनके पास जो अवेलेबल किताबें थी, अवेलेबल जो प्रैक्टिसेस थी, उसको देख के उनको जो सही लगा, बिकॉज दिस वॉज सो मच बीइंग ओवर एंड ओवर रिटन, ओवर एंड ओवर अंडरस्टूड बाय पीपल। बट यदि आप रियलिटी देखें, मनु डिस्कसेस अबाउट अ लॉट। जस्टिनियन कोड क्या है, जिसके ऊपर आज आपका पूरा लीगल सिस्टम चल रहा है ना, जिसके अंदर 6 करोड़ केस पेंडिंग है। क्यों पेंडिंग है? क्योंकि हमने लॉ को कैसा बना दिया है, एग्जैक्टली जो उनको समझ में नहीं आया था। हम डेफिनेशन ऑफ लॉ लेते हैं सो दैट जज कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दिस क्राइम इज, व्हाट दिस रॉन्ग इज, फॉर विच ही हैज टू बी ट्राइड। फिर उसके बाद हम देते प्रोसीजर क्या होना चाहिए, फिर उसके बाद बताते पनिशमेंट क्या होना चाहिए। तो ये जज ओरिएंटेड लॉ है, ये पीपल ओरिएंटेड लॉ तो नहीं है। तो पीपल ओरिएंटेड लॉ क्या था? पीपल ओरिएंटेड लॉ था जिसको बोलते हैं एक्स एंटे लॉ, जो कि जापान में था, जो कि इंडिया में था, जो कि चाइना में था। हमारे यहाँ पे एक्स एंटे को इजी भाषा में बोलूं तो प्रोएक्टिव लॉ। प्रोएक्टिव लॉ क्या होते हैं? गलती होने से पहले ही बता दो कि ये गलती है और वो गलती ना होने दो। सो डोंट यू थिंक दिस इज अ ब्यूटी ऑफ अ लॉ? The law is not about only has to play an active role when something wrong has happened. It can play much more important role before any wrong occur। जैसे कि जेंडर सेंसिटाइजेशन में हमारे पास में जो पॉश एक्ट है, विशाखा जजमेंट आ गया, विशाखा जजमेंट के सालों साल निकल गए, उसके बाद में एक पॉश एक्ट आता है जिसके अंदर हमने प्रोएक्टिव लॉ लिए। बात ये समझने की है कि हम इतना डिफॉल्टी सिस्टम क्यों है हमारे भारत का। एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम में डिलेज है, क्यों डिले? प्रोसीजर इतने सारे बनाए हुए, क्यों? क्योंकि लोगों को समझ में ही नहीं आता था, ब्रिटिशर्स थे, वो इसको इससे पूछेगा, ये इससे पूछेगा, ये इससे पूछेगा, ताकि हर लेडर पे जो कंफ्यूजन्स हैं वो खत्म हो जाए, बिकॉज दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड पीपल, and that has created a problem. So when you will write your research proposal, this balance is important, and this is not coming from anywhere. This I am saying you with my own experience. काफी सारे लोगों को जब काफी प्राइवेट एक होती है फंडिंग एजेंसीज इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, जो आपको ग्रांट्स देंगी, लेकिन आपको ग्रांट देंगी भारत की बुराई करने के लिए भी, उनसे भी बचना है। ग्रांट लो लेकिन लिखो ऐसे कि आउटकम ही ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट एज एन स्टोरी। And this is a narration, this is a narrative warfare which is taking place across the world, and we should, whether you take it or not, we are part of it। ये या तो हम लड़ेंगे या तो हम मरेंगे। तो अच्छा तो यही कि लड़े तो शायद जीत भी जाएंगे, और नहीं लड़ेंगे तो मर ही जाएंगे। So with this word, I'll stop here, and technical session I'll take it tomorrow, and the floor is open for question and answers. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the open session is open for discussion. मैं एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ मैम। हेलो।
जी जी बिल्कुल।
हाँ, लास्ट ईयर मैंने एक प्रपोजल लिखा था, अर्ली करियर प्राइम मिनिस्टर फेलोशिप थी, और मैंने प्रपोजल सबमिट भी किया था, लेकिन आई डोंट नो वेयर आई फेल, बट फ्यू थिंग्स आपके लेक्चर्स में ये पता चले कि कैसे प्रपोजल लिखना है जिसके कारण हमारा प्रपोजल सिलेक्ट हो सकता है। मुझे सुन के बहुत खुशी हुई कि आपका डाक का और असली आई थिंक एंड जेएसपीएस, यू आर द जेएसपीएस फेलो।
Thank you.
So somewhere some experiences I don't have. That's why I failed to write some research proposal. That's why it's not get accepted.
Now you continue with the research. Automatically, maximum of the problem will be solved automatically. पता है स्ट्रेस भी नहीं रहता।
Yes, ma'am.
आजकल जो स्ट्रेस की समस्या हो गई है ना लोगों में, यू विल नॉट हैव टाइम टू गेट स्ट्रेस्ड, यू वोंट गेट टाइम टू गेट डिप्रेस्ड, क्योंकि आपको कुछ जब दूसरों के लिए कर रहे होगे ना तो आपको ये फीलिंग ही नहीं आएगी।
Yes, ma'am.
Any other participant?
I was more talking about the cushioning of your mind with related to research. राइट अभी तो मैंने आप लोगों को पढ़ाना शुरू नहीं किया, सिर्फ मैंने अभी अपनी प्रिपरेशन की है, क्योंकि ताकि कल जब मैं, क्योंकि सी ये भी जापानीज रूल है, इसको बोलते हैं 70-30 रूल। 70% फॉर प्रिपरेशन एंड 30% फॉर एग्जीक्यूशन। अगर आपका प्लानिंग अच्छा हो जाएगा ना तो एग्जीक्यूशन बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। और सबसे पहले प्लानिंग यहाँ से होती है। जो माइंडसेट के साथ आप बैठ के लिखोगे ना, आपके दिमाग में नेशनलिज्म रहेगा, आपके दिमाग में सोशलिज्म रहेगा, आपके दिमाग में रहेगा कि मुझे अच्छा रिसर्च करना है, और आपका माइंड फर्टाइल रहेगा। वंस दिस कंडीशनिंग इज देयर, अदर प्रॉब्लम्स विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली रिजॉल्व।
Ma'am?
यस उपदल मैम, हाँ
Yes.
जी,
Ma'am,
उबाल मैम।
so I come from an English literature background. So you know, for such background, how do you think we can put forth the proposals which are more relevant to society and societal issues, ma'am?
India, perception about India. Wonderful, wonderful question. I was reading V.S. Naipaul. I said, na, who is V.S. Naipaul?
A writer, Indian writer.
Writer from the Indian origin, but he
Yes.
used to stay in
He's a
UK.
diasporic writer.
Yeah, diasporic,
West Indies,
absolutely.
yes.
So he got a Nobel Prize also. The point over here is that how they write, depict about the country, the depiction of my country. And this is also one of the very popular trend where you can write about English literature and Indian narration.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, of 19th century, of 20th century, changing narrations about India, English literature or English author and Indian narrations. William Dalrymple you can take. Oh my God, the way you can, but they are historian more, but you can identify those who are the, I don't know, because it is, I am not a person from English literature. You are the right person. तो जो अंग्रेज भारत के बारे में लिख रहे हैं, and how over a period of time their anecdote, their scenario about India is changing. You write that and then you submit that abroad. It will get selected.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
But don't write them what they have done. You write them their perception, the perception about India. तुम्हारी इंडिया की तारीफ आउटकम में होनी चाहिए। जब तुम
Can you repeat that in English,
when
ma'am?
you write, see, research proposal writing is a trick, right?
Okay.
In this trick, you write as that you are going to criticize India, right? But in an outcome, because your theory can be proved or disapproved. And when you are giving the research outcome, inform that my theory is disapproved. The outcome is that this is what the change India is all about. Just giving an example. Getting a point.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the recent times, we also have theories focusing on things like health humanities, trauma studies, disability studies, like more of interdisciplinary studies connecting literature with psychology and other things. Do you think that will be a good aspect to look at in terms of applying for researches internationally?
Yeah, they are very good topic. You can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially with regards to disability, I really see that. And you can see the writings of Ashtavakar at that time.
Writings of?
Ashtavakar.
Okay, that's new to me. Okay.
है ना? So he's from the Sanskrit. He writes in Sanskrit. But if you are taking a writing on disability or writings by disables, so maybe the writings of disabled like Ashtavakar, कि उनके बारे में यदि आप लिखोगे in your English literature and comparing him with someone, maybe comparative writing, you will come to know a lot can be done for them.
Okay. It's connecting it from an IKS perspective as well.
Yeah. क्योंकि अगर आप भारत के अंदर डिसेबिलिटी की बात करोगे तो आपको सिचुएशन ज्यादा वल्नरेबल दिखेगी, क्योंकि भारत डेवलपिंग कंट्री है, मिडिल इकोनॉमिक कंट्री है. सो वी डोंट हैव दैट अफर्मेटिव you can say affirmative policies, where though India does have so many policies, but execution will be very difficult.
Yes.
You will find their execution is far better. They are much better when it comes to inclusive growth. Or maybe you can talk about the bully and respect in the literature, right?
Yes, how they are treated. Fine.
How they treated. Okay. Ma'am, you are muted. Ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Now I am inviting Yalla Reddy Chalaji for a formal feedback. There are some participants on duty, ma'am. So first is Dr. Yella Reddy. Shala ji, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Ji. Please present your feedback, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, eminent speaker, Dr. Richa Sharma. Very thankful to madam giving opportunity for this session. That feedback on the international grant, very applications are crucial but often challenging aspect of the funding process, ma'am.
आपने सुना भी है मैंने क्या बोला है?
Yes, ma'am. That topic is international grant, ma'am.
मैंने आज इंटरनेशनल ग्रांट पढ़ाया ही नहीं है।
नहीं झाला जी, मैम ने स्टार्टिंग में अपना टॉपिक बताया था। So, आपने जो लेक्चर के दौरान सुना उसके लिए बताइए, आपने क्या क्या सुना वो बताइए सर आप प्लीज।
Only English, ma'am. I don't know Hindi.
So what you have heard during the time of lecture, based on that, give the summary, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, third session is given to me for feedback.
Sir, this is the second session. Evening first session, and क्योंकि first session हम उसको कह रहे हैं morning को, जो complete लिया था एक resource person ने for and there is some miscommunication, I think. Sorry for that. So I think
Sadhaji to speak.
If you want to present your feedback, please proceed.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shifali Nagpur, Director HRDC, and Dr. Sangeeta Gupta and Tony sir, and today's speaker, Dr. Richa Sharma, who taught very good aspects about the research, that how we can get the research projects, that what kind of ideas we have to develop for the utilitarian approach. And I think for that, how we can call the social scientist, that is the approach we have to take about for the broader sense that and Indian thought should be processed as well in the project writing and how to get the grants. I think this was the Dr. Richa Sharma talks.
Yes, sir. And ma'am, topic was funding landscape across globes. She announced in the beginning of the session. So participants, I am requesting you, please be attentive during the lecture. You are attentive, but there may be some words you are missing. So please listen carefully.
Tomorrow I will be giving you more technical with the PPT, and where you will come to know, because this is the things, getting that to reach to that particular, this much of conditioning is very required. Otherwise what happens, you keep on submitting the proposals but it will not get selected. So how to write is more important than with what aspiration to write is more important in these days.
Today's focus was more on sensibility.
Want to say something?
Am I right?
She raised the hand.
Sorry.
Yes,
I said today's focus was more on sensibility of a researcher, if I'm making sense. What kind of sensibility a researcher should have, whether it is trusting yourself, or how a research proposal should be selected, how a research question should be developed. Why do we call ourselves, should we call ourselves, or what are the qualities of a social scientist as compared to the discussion was also related to that. So that will prepare us for basically writing the technical research proposal. Actually, I had a question, but as you said that you will be talking about grants tomorrow, so that is why I stopped myself. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Tomorrow you will have so many questions for me. I am very sure about it.
हाँ, मैम ने पहले ही कहा है कि क्लासेस में जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं वो जितना ज्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे उतना ही जो रिसर्च के लिए आइडियाज हैं और वो एक रिसर्चर को मिलते हैं। तो निधि मैम भी शायद कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं, उन्होंने हैंड रेज किया था। निधि तुलसियान मैम।
हो गया मैडम।
यस मैम। रिचा मैम, आपका सेशन सच में बहुत ही अच्छा था और एक्चुअली आपका ये सेशन ऐसा था कि अपने आप इसमें बहुत सारे आंसर मिल गए, तो क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए बहुत कुछ बचा नहीं है। और मुझे पर्सनली कुछ चीजें बहुत अच्छी लगी, जैसे आपने जब पूछा कि इंडियन साइंटिस्ट, तो उस समय ऐसा लगा कि ऐसा कभी खुद के मन में क्यों नहीं आया। हमेशा हम जो है वेस्टर्न पर्सपेक्टिव, वेस्टर्न आइडियाज, इनके बारे में बहुत ज्यादा सोचते हैं, और इंडियन पर्सपेक्टिव, इंडियन आइडियाज के बारे में हम उतना नहीं सोचते, उसे ओवरलुक करते जाते हैं। पर अभी जब आपने डिसेबिलिटी स्टडीज में जैसे अष्टवक्र का नाम लिया, तो वो सुन के अपने आप में बहुत अच्छा लगा कि और एक कहीं ना कहीं माइंड में एक आइडिया भी बिल्ड हो गया कि अब किसी भी चीज के लिए जब सोचना है तो उसका ओरिजिन इंडिया में पहले हमें देखना होगा, ढूंढना होगा, और उसका जरूर हमें ओरिजिन यहाँ मिलेगा। तो थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने एक नया जो है डोमेन, नया पर्सपेक्टिव ऐसे दिया, तो दैट वाज रियली हेल्पफुल। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you.
One more point I would like to add, ma'am. You said that we should be in alpha zone. So that's a new thing that we learned today. That we generally are in 4 modes: fight, flight, fear, and freeze. So these were actually the highlights of the day.
Okay.
And also, ma'am, it is
Thank you
really
very
good
much.
to have you again with another session, because I'm already having so many questions, but I'll ask in the next
कल
section.
आपके ना एकदम टेक्निकल हो जाएगा। जैसे आज क्या था, आज पूरा मैंने आप लोगों को एक सिर्फ प्रिपेयर करी थी। कल जब मैं आपको 1 to 1 सारी बताऊंगी ना, इंटरनेशनल फंडिंग लैंडस्केप, सो यू विल कम टू नो कि बहुत इजी हो जाएगा कोरिलेट करना, कि यहाँ तो हम आराम से अप्लाई कर देंगे, यहाँ तो हम कर सकते हैं, क्या अप्लाई करना है, कैसे करना है, और कैसे प्रोजेक्ट लिखने हैं वो भी बता दूंगी मैं। इफेक्टिव प्रपोजल राइटिंग भी मैं एंड में लेती हूँ, तो उसके अंदर बता दूंगी कि प्रपोजल लिखने कैसे होते हैं, आपका टाइटल कैसे बनाने होते हैं, और एआई को कब और कितना यूज करना होता है, ये भी मैं आपको बताऊंगी, ताकि आप लोगों के पास में ना इंटीग्रिटी विद द एआई यूज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। एआई शुड बी यूज्ड, बिना एआई के तो आप अब कोई रिसर्च प्रपोजल लिखना ही नहीं, राइट? लेकिन कहाँ पे कितना एआई यूज करना है, दैट आई लेट यू नो।
मैम
Yes, we had questions related to that only.
मैं भी एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी मैम। यहाँ जो हमारे 95% पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं वो कॉलेजेस से हैं, और कॉलेज टीचर को कैसे अप्लाई करना चाहिए एंड यूनिवर्सिटी का कितना रोल रहेगा, कहाँ से परमिशन लेनी है, उसके बारे में भी आप जरूर बताइएगा मैम।
ठीक है, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैं बता दूंगी।
एंड वन मोर थिंग मैम, जस्ट शेयरिंग इट विथ यू, कि जैसे ही आपने बताया ना कि बच्चों को क्लास में ऐसे पढ़ाना चाहिए, तो एक्चुअली हमारे कॉलेज में क्या है कि हमें लाइक एवरी ईयर, आई मीन इंक्लूडिंग 2 सेमेस्टर, हमें एक रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट कराना होता है विद मास्टर्स स्टूडेंट्स। तो मैंने तुरंत दिमाग में उनके लिए टॉपिक सोचा कि इस बार उन्हें बहुत लिमिटेड करके मुझे देना है। एक वर्क में मैं उन्हें कहूंगी किसी एक कैरेक्टर पे आप अपना रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, ना कि उस पूरे नॉवेल या किसी ड्रामा पे आपको बनाना है। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि जब वो सिर्फ एक कैरेक्टर पे पूरा रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट बनाएंगे तो वो वाकई में बहुत अच्छा होगा।
Yes, this is important. Very good.
Thank you.
So I'll be very excited to meet you tomorrow, and I'll come well prepared, like your teacher. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. On the behalf of Shali, ma'am, also I am giving you thanks, ma'am, for so much wonderful lecture, and this is highly fruitful for the teachers, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू मैम।
मैम अपनी ईमेल आईडी जरूर शेयर कीजिएगा मुझे व्हाट्सएप पर।
जी बिल्कुल।